everybody, and welcome to this episode of Small Business Success Talk. I am your host, Christy Smallwood, Chief Strategic Guide of my two brands of companies. So I have Eagle Eye Strategic Marketing, which is the sponsor of the show, as well as Crusados. We do strategic leadership development. I'm also a speaker and an author, and always the super excited host of these episodes. That being said, guess what this month is? It's March, which means it's Women's History Month, which also means we're turning this whole month into Women in Business Month. So we're going to spotlight some great women in business. We're going to have some panels. We're going to have great conversations, and we're going to get the female point of view of owning, running, starting business, anything in business. I'm really excited to see how this month plays out. So guys out there, if you're listening, you definitely want to be listening to these women, because having a different point of view, a different perspective on how everything gets approached is really a good tactic for you to sharpen your own skills, because you may have some of these women as your target audience. So to get an insight on how they think and how they work and function and prioritize all of this, all of the good things. And women, when you're listening, you now know you're not alone. Like, we can learn from each other. This is going to be an awesome, awesome month. I'm excited about my team that works very diligently in the background, making sure that all of these episodes are edited and produced and put out on the channels and the social medias and all that kind of stuff. And I said social medias as if they were plural. Y'all, I might be aging every single day, but that was just a slip of the tongue. It's kind of a late evening right now as I'm recording this. There's social media, but there's multiple channels and platforms. I really do know what I'm talking about some days. Wow. All right. So you're going to get some entertainment while you're at it. Now, this first episode, as I'm going to introduce, the team has put together a beautiful montage of previous guests that I wanted to spotlight. And when I ask these guests the question of what does success mean for you or look like for you, they get to share what's in their hearts and what it really means. Is because we are talking about business success here on this show. We're going to get to find out what our previous guests have to say about what success means to them. What does success mean to you?
Success is a feeling, and that's what I finally realized. It took me a long time to realize that. It is a feeling of fulfillment, of accomplishment, of a feeling of gratitude comes with it. Recognition that had it not been for everything else being in place, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have achieved what I achieved. So that's what it feels like. Now, what it looks like is pretty much different every time I celebrate it. So it could look like, a trip north to spend at a family reunion in a specialty Airbnb, a trip to Savannah. Took a trip to Savannah for a week.
Mm-hmm.
And went on all the tours I wanted to go on and share with my husband, and could look, and it looked like, let's take 3 days and go fishing.
I'm sensing the celebration includes trips.
Trips. Yeah, trips.
What does success look like for you, Caitlin?
Success to me, oh gosh, looks like being able to take my time waking up in the morning, reading a book, spending time with my kids, not having to rush out the door to go to work, having financial freedom to the point to where, I'm able to spend my time. It's time for me. Having my free time looks like success. Being able to, work while I'm on a trip with my family, or, do something like that. And then being able to help other people, make an impact on others, use the money that I'm making to make a difference in someone else's life.
I love it. And it's in line with a lot of other business owners I know. We're a great tribe to be a part of. Talked about influencers and a little bit of advice there. So, Dee, what does success mean to you?
We want Shingle Hanger to be a place where our end users can come. They have their business management tool, and we're creating this ecosystem, right? And in the ecosystem, it's just like a collaboration of like-minded organizations who we essentially have the same audience, and we're trying to do the same things for them to help them, right? So in our ecosystem, we want to have like legal help, insurance for your business or health insurance. What else is in the ecosystem? Affiliate marketing, just all the things that, like the outside things that you need in the business. So we want people to be able to come to Shingle Hanger and get all of those things. Banking, for example, like getting money, just get all those things from one place, which would be Shingle Hanger. Like, we just want to take care of you from head to toe. So I think that is what success looks like for Shingle Hanger. Like, we have it all together, right? You don't have to go outside for anything.
What does success mean to you?
Success to me, both of my parents, one of the things that's just an abiding thing for me, the good, bad, and the ugly, because of course everybody has it in their family origin, right? They're good, bad, and ugly. But consistently with my parents was a spirit of generosity, like generosity of giving and just wanting to make sure that they could support and take care of, not enable, but support and take care. Success to me, if we're going to talk about it from a business realm, is that, I don't care if I'm a multimillionaire, I mean, that's not really, sure, that could be helpful here or there, but what it means is that we have the ability to be helpful, to give somebody a leg up, whether it's our kids or somebody else, or that we can do that. We have that ability to help and to be helpful. So, you can pull that here into what we do at Medical Transformation Center. It's success, right? We ring a bell, we ring an imaginary bell here because we don't want to jar anybody. But, when we've made somebody happy, right? When somebody is like, hey, thank you, or whatever, we ring that bell. And so by the same token, that success too comes from being able to help our kids, somebody that's we got newlyweds. Okay, here, I can help you with that extra couple $100, where to them, it's huge. And, and thanks be to God for us right now, a couple $100 isn't as huge, right? So that's success to me.
What does success look like for you?
I think it's a balance. That's a really good question. I think it's balance. It's, I love what I do, but I don't want to do it 24/7. I have family and friends and a social life and a church and, my community that I want to stay in contact with. So for me, success is being able to give a fair amount of time to each of those.
What does success mean to you?
Success means that my clients come home and they loved their trip.
Nice.
That's my success. They loved their trip. My client that I talked to yesterday just got back from Costa Rica. I actually got him as a referral. He saw me on LinkedIn. He doesn't even live in Kentucky, but we have one mutual friend. And it was, we're going to Portugal next, so you'll be booking that.
Nice.
He'd always booked all of his own trips before. He'd never used an agent. And now he was sold because, I got his price lowered after he booked. I can't always do that. So don't get your hopes up. But sometimes I can do that. So I got his price lowered significantly after he'd booked. I took care of, calling him and saying, hey, make sure you get your health forms filled out. Hey, make sure you get this done. Fill out your travel authorization. Just kind of took care of it. And he said, it was one of the smoothest trips they'd ever been on, just because everything was taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I think success is. And, if I never have a multi-million-dollar business or, a couple million in sales a year, that's okay. because I've helped families and I've helped people make memories.
What does success look like for you?
I guess ultimately I would love to, or I would feel successful when I could work like half the year and work really, really hard that one half of the year. And so the rest of the time when I'm in Mexico or Utah or whatever, the coverage is coming in, but I did it during like that 6 months. And then the 6 months, I'm just watching it all come in. So, yeah, but I love what I do. Work is happy to me. I just don't want to have to always work as hard and be, in an office every day. But also, I mean, success is different for everybody. Happiness is an enormous part of success. For me, it's not, I mean, if I would have wanted to have oodles of money, I would have started that firm with all those people and I would probably be really miserable right now. But that's, as long as I have the money to travel and make sure my son is able to get through college and that sort of thing, I'm good.
I love it. And you fall in line with 99% of the people I've had on my show.
Yeah.
It's more about being able to do what you love to do, having things taken care of, and be joyful and happy about it. Like, love the freedom of small business, man. I just love it. I hope you got out of that as much as I did. And I am so grateful that you have been listening and watching to this episode of Small Business Success Talk. I've been your host, Christy Smallwood. Stay tuned for more great month of March, Women in Business History Month, right here on Small Business Success Talk. Bye, everybody.